Hi there and welcome back to Triplicate, and moving on directly with the boat water pumps, because there an envelope, and in it we have one of these for the Jabsco, which arrived very shortly, and we have a piece of paper, some diaphragms for this. Well, I hope for this one. I thought these were going to take ages because they were out of stock, and they actually arrived quite quickly. So we're going to have a look at this one first in case these don't fit and I have to send them back. They look like they ought to fit. So without further ado, I will pull this one apart again. It's just finger tight, and we will have a look. Okay, well that to me looks the same as that. Hard to see when it's in the plastic. The holes are in the right place. It's the same height. It's even got the little locating bit at the back. And the three-way one, where is it? I think when it's again the same size, holes are the same size, and that's the back, with the little locating bit on the other side. Shall we go for it? Yeah, that is certainly the same. And that's the same. Right, so are we going to retrieve the others out of there, get rid of the scissors and put it back together? So that, I believe, goes in there like that. Or does it go the other way up? There's a locating thing there as well. Might have to... yeah, it goes like that. That goes on there. And these babes, no, don't put one of the orange ones back in. At least the new ones are a different colour. Okay, another innovation I have come up with. Instead of using a dodgy old drill battery to power it, I've bought, yes, gone out and spent 20 odd pounds on a 2 amp hour, 2.1 amp hour little lead acid. And we might have a look at this on the super battery charger and have a play with lead acids as well. And I've put a fuse in series with it, because even a small lead acid can put out a great deal of short circuit current. Okay, so let us, before we put it back together, have a look at this motor and check it's alright. It doesn't feel too gummy, feels a bit gummy. Do you know what I'm going to say? That's alright. Okay, so this bit, hang on. What's the best way of putting this on? That little cutout goes at the bottom, I remember that. And we've got to check that bearingy thing. Goes into there, which it apparently has, but why didn't it? Right. Alright, it's now on correctly. Right. Okay. And that's a little bit. With the gubbins on. Don't think there's any specific way around that goes. Oh, there isn't. Goes on like that. It's just the easiest of the two. Easier of the two to put together for sure. If we can get a screw in. That sounded good. Nope, that's missed, doesn't it? Right. Let's put one of the short ones through here first to hold these two together somehow. Is it threading the threads? Oh, looks like it is. Oh, come on. Great way to do this, just going to do it. I don't want to take a crystal off in. There we go. Okay, we'll switch. Right. Right, well that was simple. So now, if we power this up, it should pump air enough to prime itself, so we should be able to put our thumb over there and feel it blowing out, and put our thumb over there and feel it sucking in. Okay, fire her up. Not a lot of soak on that side. However, we are gonna leave that one for now and reassemble the other one So then we can go outside and set the test jig up. Only we have to set the test jig up once and hopefully reduce the amount of times I get wet. Okay, next victim. Right. For the benefit of any of you hoping to do what I'm doing and refurb one of these, for getting it back together, there is down in there a little rubber seal. You can see that, and if that gets out of its little groove, you'll find this bit won't go onto this bit. So hopefully, now I've spent probably about half an hour, you need to come back out. Now I've spent probably about half an hour fighting with it. Now I've poked that seal down into position. Come on, hopefully. It should go together. Yes! So, now yeah, watch out for the little rubber seal down in the bottom of this bit. Right, I should get a couple of screws in here. And hopefully we can move on. Okay, also there are 2 pairs of screws. So the ones that hold it together are in 3s, there are 2 3s. What that little one does. And the fatter of the 2 pairs of screws hold this one on, and the thinner of the 2 pairs of screws hold the pressure switch on. Okay, moving on. So, somewhere there is a little collar. Oh, it's on. Let me say that. There's a little collar which I've already put on. Spacer collar, I don't know. Call it what you wish. And now there is the piston assembly, which I have cleaned up to the best of my ability. But it was pretty grotty, pretty gunged up. And as I said in the last video, that's the water that comes out of our water tank, which is why we don't drink it. Okay, and going down like that. And, yep, the diaphragm assembly goes on like that. And with that is the old one, and this is the new one. We're done with the scissors. So let's just see. Yeah, they're not super flexy. They feel about the same. However, if we were going to resurrect it, it would need a new one of these. Maybe it's that one. Doesn't feel bad. Oh, that one feels a bit more pliable. No matter. Here is the pump, and we are going to stick it back together. There should be some kind of a seal in there. Oh well. Oh no, that's rubbery, it doesn't need a seal. Maybe it's there. Can you see what I'm doing? this go on. That's all we're doing. Let's pass it back. All the way down, all the way around. And now we have this guy. Okay, there's a rubber seal in there which we've got to compress a bit, otherwise it isn't going to seal. So which is why it won't, I hope, why it won't sit all the way down. So these ones are, yeah, that's got the screw going into that bit of there, that bit of plastic there, like that. Yep. I don't think we would take this apart too many times, in all honesty. But these screws, I'm sure, are going to strip the plastic out. Sort of self-tappers type jobby. And the on screw. And get your screws in. Extra screw. Extra screw. Go in here. Ooh, what pressure. Six. Okay, finally the hang on, there was a the pressure switch. That might imply I've got the pressure switch on the wrong way up. Because I'm guessing it says jobs go the right way up. So these go in here. And these little wires go on these connectors for the pressure switch. The other one being there. And its little cover goes on so with the last little screw. I haven't got any screws left, which is always a good sign. Come on, I have to do it like this. Oh no, it goes on that way. Right. two little cutouts there for the wires, which they don't seem to want to go on. Gotcha. Right, last little screw. And we're good. Right, so let's fire this one up with no water in and just check that's puffing a bit of air through before we fire up the test jig again. Okay, a little bit of wire in the bullets because these are 4mm bullets and these are 5mm bullets. Why? Why? We'll just have a standard size. Bouncing about a bit. Well, put the fingers in, but it's not producing a lot of vacuum. But it is producing some blowout. So, pretty much the same as the other one. What a racket. What a racket. So, I think we are going to fire up the test jig again. Now with the help of a decent battery, and we'll see if either of these supposedly repaired pumps are pumping. I'm not saying that I have no faith in my own abilities to repair pumps, but it's not something I've ever done before. We shall see. Okay, so I've got the jab screws set up and ready to go. Bucket with plenty of water in. Battery. So, should we see? Oh, this is the one with small bullets, so I need my little bits of wire so the bullets don't rattle around in the holes. Black, yep. And yeah, we've got the tap open, so we're just going to check it'll prime itself and pump water through first. Yeah, there is healthy amounts of water coming through. That's good. So now what happens if we close the tap? Ah, come on. So that's partially open. And it's not pumping up to... So it looks like I have done something wrong with the pressure switch. Somehow misassembled that, so I'll have to check that. But apart from that, it seems to be okay. Right, shall we try the other one? Okay, here we are. We've got the second one set up. The Fiamma. Is that how you pronounce it? No. And yep. So the tap's open. Let us. No, the blue is negative. Come on, the right way around. Oh yeah. No. Top of this filter wasn't on tightly, so it was just sucking air around in there instead of sucking in water. So we will try again. Where's the... Ah, sounds good. Yes, yes, yes. Water coming out. I'm liking it. So let us turn right, well that's supposed to turn off at 1.5. So that pressure switch isn't working properly either, and I've pulled the bullet off my wire and it's leaking out of the pressure switch. Right, so I've got to do some fixing, but it was certainly pumping water and building pressure, so it should be a goer. It should be a goer. Alright, so I took the switch apart, or the pressure switch off, and I got the diaphragm between it and the rest of the pump the wrong way around, which is why that wasn't working. So if we wire that up, must be a bit of metal there, it's pumping away, and if we shut the tap, it goes up to pressure and then drops off a bit. Not sure why it should do that, but it does. So if I now turn it on so it's cycling, that's not getting up the pressure. Shut it a bit. Just not quite getting there. Oh, it is. So let's stick the meter on over the there's plenty of volts there, and it just doesn't sound happy. I'll shut that a bit more, it'll go up and drop again. So I'm not sure that this motor is not actually a bit tired, or a bit, the bearings gummed up or something. However, I am going to take it back to the boat and use it as a spare, and hopefully it'll be okay if I need to use it as a spare for just a few days while I get another one. But yep, I am not convinced that that is good, and I'm pretty sure the pump part is now good. Okay, so kind of run out of time to play with water pumps, so I'm going to take that Jabsco down to the boat as a spare, even though I'm not happy it is performing as well as it might, even with new diaphragms in it. And this guy is dripping water in my lap. Seems to be pumping alright, but the pressure switch was leaking and not happening, so I'm going to have to look at that. I'm not going to do that now, don't know, will at some point, because it's worth it. Seems to be a perfectly functioning water pump, and I spent £20 refurbishing it, but it will have to happen sometime in the future, and not sure I'll bother videoing it. I'll just sort it out and don't know. Anyway, so that is it for this video. See you on the next one, and goodbye for now from Triplicate. Goodbye.